Hello, beautiful, amazing souls. Having you wonderful, miraculous, blessed day, week, weekends, life. Every day is a new miracle. And I want you to tell me in the comments or message me, do you think it's a good idea to start sharing with you the most tasty and healthy, at the same time, recipes? I've done my journey with nutrition started since many years ago. Actually, we all started when we were born, but I tried different recipes because when I was really young, even before primary school, I had obesity because your parents give you some things that are not good for your body, and it's not their fault, it's just they don't know. And whoever around you doesn't know what you really need, that's okay, because you can research that in your adulthood. So now that you are an adult, you can really make your choices that are best for you. So I've started keto. Ketogenic diet is the diet where you don't eat sugar, and you cut all those toxic things like the farine, the dough, the breads, everything white, apart from salt, because when you cut all those carbohydrates, your body needs the salt because it's the natural electrolyte. So you actually need much more salt. And when you start eating sugar, it's when you don't need the salt, because it keeps many things. So anyway, this is something that I've started. I'm not too much into it. I've seen what's the best scientifically, but each and everybody is unique, of course. So you need to find your balance and to try, even by reducing sugar. Sugar is a drug. Sugar is a drug. Sugar is a drug. It's true. And it's like smoking, it's like any other drug, because you're addicted. So that's why after eating so much sugar when I was younger, I decided, okay, I have to stop because it was affecting my health. I'm not diabetic, and I felt that if I would continue like this, I would be diabetic. So that's why I stopped, and I created my peaceful, healthy, joyful life without having to eat sugar all the time. And it's a highest quality of life, I can tell you that, as a person who loved, since I remember myself, I was born with sugar in my family. We had always sugar, and I remember as a teenager I stopped and I started doing sports, and I stopped really the sugar from my life. I quit sugar, and then when I was in Finland 1 year ago, I started the ketogenic diet. So I was eating only healthy fats and protein and vegetables. Of course, I love vegetables. I'll always be eating vegetables. It's something really healthy that makes me feel great. So I didn't eat a lot of carbohydrates. I stopped eating anything that had high carbohydrates. And really, even like 10 grams, it's a lot. So I was eating only 5 grams of carbohydrates from vegetables, because even vegetables have carbohydrates. So then I moved to Paris, and France is famous for their patisseries. And of course, I'm in love with gastronomy culture, and food is a great part of culture. And of course, I wanted to try. I love trying new taste, new, amazing, wonderful, experiences. And this is one part. As a Taurus, my zodiac, I love food. I know that. So I tried, and I started again eating sugar. So now I have found my balance. Now I want to show you, after all, the whole journey, I've created recipes which are very balanced because they include ingredients that are healthy, that are different. They are not the farine, the flour, which is white, which has been found it's toxic. It's all those research say that, all the scientists, the good quality, like who really research a lot, they know that the flour, the white, is toxic nowadays, and also the sugar. And so what happens is that when you eat high fats, your body starts burning fat instead of glucose. That's the science behind the ketogenic diet. But when you eat carbohydrates, sugar and all this, and fats, which is what happens in America, in the US, you guys eat burgers and stuff which have both fats and sugars. That's death. That's what kills people, and that's why you are dead so early, because high fats plus sugar, no. So the recipes I have created are full of amazing ingredients, like almond flour, like coconut cream, and instead of sugar you use stevia or erythritol. It's the two ingredients that are actually zero. They don't raise your glucose in your blood. Merci. They just let me pass. They're so polite. Thank you. Love you. So yes, the two are not raising your glucose in your blood, because there are other. Be careful of the ingredients that you use and everything you buy, because there are some ingredients instead of sugar, but they are actually worse. And this is something called I don't remember. I will write it in the description of this video. And also fructose. So in ketogenic diet, you don't eat fruit. Actually, the fruits have tiny bits of vitamins that you can get either from a natural supplement, vitamins, pure vitamins, or from the foods that have, from the vegetables, for example, that have vitamins and no sugar, no fructose. Because fructose has nowadays all scientists know, and we know, humanity knows, and you should know too, that it's actually not good for you. So if you eat fruits, and as I told you, you might think that, hey, I know some people. If you know people in your environment who eat all the time fruit and they are in a good shape, the first thing I want to tell you, the shape of the body, if you are thin or fat, is not always it has nothing to do with the indication of health. Of course, if you see a very, very, very fat body with a lot of fat, that's not good for the health. But the shape has nothing to do. You can see a thin person that you might think, oh, they are healthy, and actually they are not. So be careful of that. And also you can each body is unique, okay? That's the first thing. And you can be healthy and have your own body shape. And the health is something very personal, okay? There are basic rules, there is biology, this is how your body works, and then you can start experimenting and trying new things so that you find your holistic well-being and what suits you and your holistic health. And because as we said, it's very complex. The thing with the glucose is that when you eat fruits, when you eat carbohydrates, so a diet based on that, it's better not to eat fats in the same time, not to eat a lot of salt and things like this. So your body is trained to burn that. But the studies have shown that this kind of diet, compared to a diet with high raised healthy fats and low carbohydrates and sugars, is better, and it gives you health and huge, tremendous amount of energy, and mentally also and physically, so you can be in a much higher state and have a better quality of life. You can try it, and you can message